Alright, graphics are working now. Welcome back to the Corporate Esports Association Dota 2 Spring 2020 tournament. Today we've got OK Google, Pick Techies versus Google Cloud players. A bit of a Google team killing going on here. We're in the round of 8, playing on patch 7.26c. So this is the latest patch so far. Ice Frog hasn't released a new patch yet in this week, and I've already got a bit of a rendering glitch going on here. I can't see the first hero ban, so Fruitcakes, you're gonna have to help me out on this one.
The first hero ban is Tinker, and hello guys, I'm Fruitcakes. Follow me on fb.gg/fruitcakesplays, and I'll be the co-caster.
Okay, and Tinker ban as the first ban. That's pretty wild, to be honest. I really consider hero's dead, right? Like,
it's pretty dead, but in a good hands, it could be still very annoying to deal with. Like you could be winning early game, and that hero would just stall out the game for like 40 minutes, and then you don't want to deal with that, especially first game of best of 3, I assume. And then, can you see the other bans now, or are they still not appearing for you?
They're appearing for me now. So I'm seeing PL, Lone Druid, Wraith King.
Yep, and then Phoenix. It's a lot of carry ban. I don't think PL and Wraith King are still all that powerful, but I guess they're targeting the carries. But Phoenix, although he got nerfed, is still a very powerful hero in this patch.
Yeah, he definitely makes it really hard to lane, right? You just have very little attack speed. It does a lot of damage as well, even though like the damage it's 20 less damage for every spirit at all levels, but it still feels like it does a ton of damage, especially the level 2 fire spirits.
Yeah, I actually don't think Phoenix is the best laner, especially at level 1.
10 seconds to pick.
I think a lot of other heroes just trades with that hero better. Like Phoenix, it costs like HP to use fire spirits, so that's a big deal. Like you could just like run Phoenix down if he uses level 1 fire spirits. But after the hero gets to level 3, it does become a lot more powerful.
Yeah, okay, he's a first pick Coddle, so I'm kind of curious if they're gonna go the same route that when they played against Raytheon in the previous week, that Ursa Coddle, that looked pretty scary to go up against. But yeah, there's a ton of combinations with this hero. It just seems like a very good hero all around right now.
For sure, yeah, it's very good. The chakra magic is pretty broken.
5 seconds.
Yeah, even though it's got nerfed a bit, it doesn't give as much cooldown reduction as it used to, but still minus, I think it's like minus 5 seconds now. It's still pretty good.
Yeah. Oh, first pick Clockwork. This is some new stuff.
Yeah, I mean, this hero is still really good. I think he was like all the rage a couple weeks ago, but then sort of fell off a bit. I think it's more likely we'll see Clockwork in position 4 these days. I don't see offlane Clockwork very often anymore.
Yeah, this hero counters a lot of things, I guess, but there's also a lot of heroes that can bully him, because he is a melee hero after all, and yeah.
It also seems kind of rough against Coddle already, right? Like, you just get blinding lighted out of the cogs, so even if you trap someone, you're not going to stay there and battery assault them.
True, yeah. Yeah, and Coddle is just moves so fast, like, you can't ever, like, run up and battery assault the Coddle in lane. He'll always just run away from you, so.
Yeah, especially now that Boots is, like, no longer percentage move speed, it's like... Oh, actually, it probably makes it easier, right? Because Coddle has more base speed.
Block a little bit, but still, like Coddle is like one of the fastest heroes in the game because he has a horse. Like not that many heroes have horses, so.
I don't think that's necessarily correlated, but sure.
No. Well, like you see, Luna runs fast as well.
Yeah, I guess CK does. Centaur is a horse, and he doesn't run very fast.
Well, you gotta have a horse to run fast. You can't be a horse.
I see.
That's why they nerfed Enchantress. Anyways, Winter Wyvern. Interesting. Do you
I mean,
think?
there's a ton of team fight now already, right? Like, or at least like there's a lot of ways to make the fight really chaotic between like Cogs,
10
Hookshot,
seconds to
Winter's
pick.
Curse. Like, there's a lot going on.
Well,
5 seconds
I don't
remain.
think Clock is like a very good teamfight hero. It's more of a pick-off hero in that regard. Winter Reverend is pretty interesting though. Like,
Oh, okay. This is the combo that everyone's doing, right? Just
Kodo Ember is very strong.
getting double slider fisted. It's just so much damage. Like, this is Ember Spirit's level 25 talent, but he gets it at like level 7. So it's pretty nuts.
Yeah, and the other thing is just Emperor Spirit is a hero that needs a lot of mana, so like it's just a
Only
perfect
10
combination.
seconds.
It's not something you would think about a lot normally. Like it's not like
5 seconds.
Call of
Hurry,
PL where you
hurry.
spam one spell. Like Emperor has 4 spells, but like just spamming that Sada Fist is enough, and also the mana just massive. Yeah, I think the second pick, Winter Rider, I don't know how I feel about it. I feel like it's a little early because that hero is only good against certain heroes. I think, like
Yeah, like
it's
Faceless Void, right? You want to like counter these big ultimates with like, your save with the Cold Embrace or the counter initiation with Winter's Curse, but it doesn't really. They don't have that option right now.
yeah. I feel like it's probably more of a a comfort pick than anything. But like against heroes like Ember Spirit, it just doesn't feel that powerful.
They've only picked Winter Wyvern twice so far. Like, if we're talking about comfort hero picks, I guess like Phoenix and Bane are already banned out. They played Phoenix and Bane 4 times and 3 times. Like, Bane 4 times and Phoenix 3
Only 10
times.
seconds.
Wow. You
So
have the stats ready.
yeah.
5 seconds remain.
Very impressive.
This is a professional cast.
Of course.
And this is also like very like weird because like they banned the Faceless Void, but Winter Wyvern is the perfect counter to Faceless Void. You have Cold Embrace and Winter's Curse, so it seems a bit odd. I don't know what they're thinking here.
Maybe they're worried about other I don't know. Like
10 seconds to pick.
yeah, this Winter
5 seconds.
Wyvern pick
Hurry,
is
hurry.
a little puzzling, but we'll see if it works out in the end.
Radiant team are now picking. Juggernaut.
Juggernaut.
I like where this hero is at right now, especially after the Omni Slash change. It's like it feels really difficult to get this, like, to cancel the Omni Slash now.
Yeah, I mean Jug has always been like a super well-rounded carry. Basically does okay in any lane.
Only 10 seconds.
And just like is good early, mid game, and late
seconds
game.
remain.
So not too surprised to see him picked up somewhat early in the draft.
It's also a very good laner with Winter Wyvern, right? Like, you have all this slow from the Arctic Burn and the Splinter Blast to like run people down with Blade Fury. But okay, Google picking Dark Willow. We saw this hero in all 3 games in the round of 16 against Raytheon, and they played it really well.
They did, yeah. It's definitely one of our specialties, and I'm surprised to see that this hero was not banned.
Team pick.
Yeah, actually, they
Whoa.
only played it in the round of 16. Like, they hadn't played Dark Willow beforehand, so I don't think Willow got buffed in any way that like changed that. I don't know. I don't know if it's like a meta thing.
Maybe they just realized, wow, this hero plays into our playstyle really well, and we're gonna keep on picking it. So here it is.
10 seconds to
Enigma.
pick.
Is this the Enigma 3? Are they gonna do the
5
who was it that
Hurry, hurry.
went this build? I don't remember, but it was a Chinese player, Lanham or something. I think so the new build with Enigma is you start with 2 Sage's masks, and then you build into a Necrobook.
Oh.
Apparently, damn, I don't remember which Chinese player went for this, but he was 19 and 1 with this hero. Like, it's insane.
I feel
record.
like I definitely saw that like clickbait video on my YouTube feed. It was like David D Bowie, Dota D Bowie or something, and then he like I didn't end up watching the video, but that sounds like a very interesting build, right? He's got a cooldown reduction talent at level 15, although it's like that is kind of late, unlike Sniper.
Yeah, so the powerful aspect is like they changed how Helma Dominator works, because that's the item you usually go for as an Enigma. The build up for Helm of Dom is just not that good nowadays. So instead of going for Soaring Helm of Dom, you just go Necrobook. That solves your mana problems, and it gives you some Necro minions to like fight with. So your Maleficent and Black Hole just become super powerful in the early game.
Yeah, and they don't really have the best heroes to deal with the Necro books right now. Like Willow isn't. The supports aren't that great at it. Ember's not very good at it either, because Sleight of Fist does reduce damage to creeps or like non-hero
That's pretty good,
units.
though.
Yeah, Kunkka's pretty good at it. And do you think this Kunkka is going to be off lane? That's what it seems like, right?
Radiance
It could be a
I-
flex. Like it could be a mid Kunkka and a carry Ember.
Yeah, I feel like I've seen this like Cuddle Ember lane together, and it's like really strong because the Sleight of Fist cooldown is really long at low levels, so getting the cooldown reduction is quite nice. You can spam it out a bit more as well.
Yeah. I think
Only
Ember
10
that's allowed to spam
seconds.
spells is just really strong. So you can just slide chains in the lane like over and over again. It's pretty hard to deal with.
Yeah, although if you're up against an Enigma, you're not gonna get that much experience. Like, you're just gonna get the range creep constantly denied. The wave's gonna keep pulling back, and you're up against a Clockwork as well. So like there's that extra room to get run down. It's
Well,
not the easiest lane.
If you get some last hits off of Eidolons though, that's where your experience comes from. So maybe like we'll see how that lane plays out, but like maybe with the extra Sleight of Fist, he can try to snipe some Eidolons in lane.
I'm possibly thinking he might go for like a Flame Guard build instead. Oh wait, what?
Could be.
What's going on here?
Well, they
A
want to
mid-
counter the Enigma, so
A mid Rubik? That-
huh.
Seems like
I mean,
the most sensible
guess
place.
they really want to counter the Enigma. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about this.
To pick.
But maybe they're comfortable with like if
5
I
seconds
was really
remaining.
worried about the Enigma, I would have went for a silencer. But
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of good spells to steal this game, right? Anything from Winter Wyvern is good. Obviously, this Black Hole.
yeah,
Blade Fury is quite nice as well.
it's an okay game, I think.
Oh, okay.
Huh.
I'm not really sure. They have a pretty decent amount of catch, right? Like, if Storm zips in, you can just like drop the Will-O-Wisp, and it's like pretty hard to deal with as a Storm Spirit. And
Yeah,
there's telekinesis as well. It's not that
Yeah, like,
easy.
the only person who doesn't have catch on Radiant is the Kato, but even then, like, he could drop a preemptive ult or whatever, and that's still gonna be very annoying to deal with. So
Yeah.
this I don't think this is the easiest Storm game. But maybe like he would have an easier matchup versus the Rubik mid, and that would allow him to take off. Like
I don't even think it's going to be that easy, right? Like Fade Bolt is nothing to scoff at, especially if Ruby gets like
Yeah.
early levels. There's a damage reduction, so it's harder to last hit, and it does a lot of damage, especially with Arcane Supremacy. So I don't
Okay.
expect PhysX to skill telekinesis early on.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting for sure. But like, yeah, mid game, Rubik has an instant disable, which is just like so hard to deal with as a Storm Spirit. So we'll have to see what happens.
Yeah, I am a little bit more excited for Google. OK Google pick Techies lineup. This is going to be a very confusing game to cast. There's two Google teams, so we'll try and
And one
differentiate
of
them
them
properly.
apparently picks Techies, So
We haven't seen a Techies from them yet, but on the side of OK Google, pick Techies, we've got Goofy on the Keeper of the Light, the T Gamer on the Ember Spirit, Society on the Willow, Physics on the Rubik, and Sparwick on the Conquer. On the side of Google Cloud players, we've got President P on the Storm Spirit, Diablo on the Enigma, Transparency on the Clockwork, Castling on the Winter Wyvern, and you're gonna have to help me out with this Jug's name.
he's split push like an Emperor.
Interesting.
Yes. So we'll see if he can split push up to his name.
I mean, there's nothing to cancel Blade Fury spin TPs except for like a Stolen Black Hole, so it shouldn't be too hard.
Or a stolen hookshot.
Oh yeah, I guess.
Or a stolen Winter's Curse. So there are a lot of options there.
Yeah, I feel like Rubik's gonna have a bit of a field day. I'm curious when he's gonna buy Ags, because I think that's when like his game is going to be very unlocked, right? When you have a lower cooldown on the spell steal.
Yeah, I'm actually surprised that like they picked Storm into the Rubik, because like now Rubik doesn't need to get a blank, he can just steal the ball lightning, and that would solve a lot of mobility issues.
Okay, bottom lane, there's 4 heroes down here, but even though they dropped the Bramble Maze, it doesn't matter, they're still going to be pushed back by anyway.
Yeah.
Also, an interesting lane set switch up here. Coddle Ember's going top against the Jug. Jug is solo? Okay, no, Castling is heading top now.
Yeah.
He's actually going to TP.
This Enigma Clockwork lane is kind of interesting. Like, as an Enigma, I don't really want the Clockwork to be in the lane, and there's not much the Clockwork can do in lane too. So, yeah, it's gonna be interesting what happens. I guess
Battery
like
Assault is pop now, but
I guess their goal is to pull the lane back and then try to get killed. That could be like a good play.
I mean, I'm not really sure what... wow, T-Gamer eats a full Blade Fury. He's getting quite low already, so he'll be forced to burn a lot of tangos. I'm not sure why they put the Ember against the Jug. I guess they want him to have a good lane, but this doesn't seem that easy for the Ember either.
I guess he doesn't want to deal with the Enigma.
Yeah, that's what it seems like.
And I guess Kunkka versus Enigma is a better matchup for sure, with the Tidebringer killing the Eidolons.
Society's gonna... Oh, he gets... the pull? Alright. Transparency's gonna block the pull. So mid lane, Rubik crushing it. These Fade Bolts just making it really hard for Storm Spirit to last hit.
Yeah, it's gonna be a clinic here.
Oh, he's got level 2 Overload now, so he can occasionally snap those last hits with the Overload.
Yeah, so the problem with Rubik carry or Rubik mid is it's gonna be the mid game. So he will win the lane, it looks like, which is expected. Well, we'll see how this turns out later on. Storm Spirit can also just catch up in the jungle.
Bot lane Diablo, he's trapped in a maze. He has to walk out of there. And T-Gamer goes down at top. Another Blade Fury, level 2 Blade Fury. Castling's still level 1, so Jug's been getting solo XP this whole time.
Seems like pretty good lanes for Dire, maybe except mid right now.
Yeah, it seems like the cores are doing okay. I'm like a little bit worried for their supports, right? Like, Clock is still level 1, Winter Wyvern just hit level 2, and these heroes, they need some amount of farm, right? Like, Winter Wyvern, you want to get level 7 at a pretty decent timing, and Clock, I guess you need to get level 6 by the 10-minute mark is what you're aiming for.
Yeah, that's what I was worried about a little bit for the Clockwork in the beginning. Like, if the Enigma just does this wave pull thing, like you don't really want the Clock to be sapping XP. So the Clockwork is gonna like have struggle with the XP for a while. So maybe like they can get kills after the Enigma has a few levels, but that looks to be somewhat difficult because the Kunkka. Well, now they're trying for it, but Willow is gonna be just fine. Nigma drop is really low.
Okay, Society's actually taking a lot of damage. Trapped by the battery assault now, and actually should be okay. Just gonna just walk out of there.
The Eidolon's expired, so that's where most of their damage is gonna be right now. Ooh, cheeky self cancel by Kunkka with the Tidebringer. And Enigma's not getting a lot of last hits here. He's been having to last hit under tower, which is one of the struggles of this playstyle. So, Kunkka is leading like last hit.
Oh, nice. Ember cancelled the South on Jug with a slider fist.
They don't really care. They have a headdress, so they're all good.
This item's gotten nerfed so many times, dude.
Yeah, it did. But now he has it. Like, most of the nerf is on the cost, so if you have it, it's great.
Alright, Spoic. He's gonna get run out by this Clockwork, but Clock is still level 2. The level 1 battery assault is pretty laughable.
Yeah, top lane though, the Slide of Fist spam is starting to come out, and Jug having to use the healing ward.
Yeah, they don't really have a way to kill it though. It should only die if they're playing recklessly, and the 5-minute batteries are coming up. Society is getting run out by this Clockwork here. A Storm straight out bot as well, but he's not level 6 yet, so he won't be able to commit for any kills.
4 for 0 bounty.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
It's big. I mean, Storm did have to like not last it for a bit under tower. He missed a few creeps. So the Rubik does have a level lead here, but Storm is almost dead. He'll be fine. He can rotate to the jungle and just take time.
Yeah, I think this Rubik is probably waiting for Ball Lightning, but it seems unlikely that he's gonna get it until like he's in trouble, right? Like you're not gonna throw out Ball Lightning for no reason.
I mean, even if he gets it, can he really get a kill on the Storm? I don't think so.
I think it's more that he wants to steal Ball Lightning and then go to another lane to try and fetch a kill, right?
True.
But
yeah,
at least for now, it seems like the play is to just use Static Remnant plus Fade Bolt to instantly clear the wave.
Yeah. Spam is coming out. Jug is almost level 6, but
the Ball Lightning comes out. Rubik's gonna pick up the regen rune, and he doesn't quite steal Ball Lightning. I think that was a bit.
Kodo dies in their tower.
Yeah, but he gets
gonna be okay.
Oh, the Cold Embrace plus the healing ward. Society gets the healing ward at last though. And
going for the courier?
I don't know if they get the courier at least.
Side chain. Is he gonna get in range?
I don't think he's fast enough to get it.
Wow.
Oh, and Jug's dead.
Yes. So very very well played by the T gamer. So the side chain's range is not easy to execute. Like you need a lot of knowledge on the hero.
Yeah, my camera's doing funny things, so the pause comes out.
Lag. They said it's just a puppy pause. Is he gonna?
Oh, I guess Ember and Jug have the same move speed. I was expecting Jug to be a little bit faster, but maybe after all the agility nerfs, it's not going to be as fast anymore.
Yeah, perhaps. Maybe it's... Yeah, I think part of it is the agility. Part of it maybe because Jug usually already has face boots, and that makes him go super fast.
Well, he has it now, so we might not see that again. He's gonna go for a Battle Fury on Jug. I think this is probably the best idea right now. He's not being... I don't think his team is like trying to hit an early timing, so you might as well go for a farming item.
The problem I have with this is like you're against the Rubik core, which means the Rubik is gonna try to be aggressive. Like this hero cannot go late, right? So
right.
I wonder if like Battle Fury would mean like your timings will be too late compared to Radiant.
Yeah, but you've also got zip in from the Storm Spirit here. The boat comes out just in time though, so Sparwick is gonna get the kill on the Clockwork first. I didn't even think they're gonna kill him. Okay, they pull back.
No mana for Black Hole.
He's really
Rubik is here.
Alright, the hangover is gonna begin now, so Sparwick is getting quite low. The X marks into the turret, and Diablo's gonna die as well.
Sparwick going down to 1 HP there. Very ballsy play there. He didn't need to stay, but he did. So big rotation from Radiant.
Yeah, they didn't even get. Well, like Storm Spirit came by, they didn't even get anything out of it. So that's really disappointing for the Storm.
Top playing Ember in a bit of trouble.
Yeah, the Omni Slash comes out. It's gonna finish him off the first hit as well.
Well played by the Jug.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's time to put Ember somewhere else. He's level 5 against this level 7 Jug. That's definitely not good.
Yeah, he's being pressured quite a bit.
Big stole Malefice.
Auto Ember not working as expected so far. Yeah, and the Kunkka does rotate top. It's a lot more tanky as a hero, so he'll probably be fine. So they're leaving Clockwork bottom to try to get his level 6, which is pretty important for that hero.
Yeah, I mean, he's almost level 5, so if he picks up the tome, he'll get level 6 now. And Castling's already level 6, so he doesn't really care.
Wow. Like,
I could see like a easy Winter's Curse kill pick up here on the Coddle. Probably on the Ember as well. He's not level 6. Oh, he'll probably get it after one more creep here. So
yeah, and Winter's Curse into Black Hole is it's actually a pretty good combo, I feel.
Yeah, there's like not really any counterplay, right? Oh, some trouble brewing the outpost up here, but Google Cloud players will be able to push them out. President P, he's going for this bounty rune, but he doesn't end up getting it with the haste rune. He didn't commit Electric Vortex for it. He tries to dodge the Curse Crown, but he didn't. Gets rooted up.
That'll be okay.
Yeah.
The Kunkka though is in some trouble. Boats already used, and there's 3 heroes on.
And the spin. Kunkka ends up going down here. Rubik showing up now as a stolen Blade Fury. That's going to do a lot of damage to the Arcane Supremacy. And Transparency seems like he's going to get blown up by this Blade Fury from the Rubik. And Castling needs to be careful as well. A lift is available. Going to pull him back a little bit, but there's no backup from this Rubik. So
yeah, I'm actually so confused. Like, this game is like, who's on whose team? It's like, why is there? And they're both Google. Like, why is there Blade Fury on both sides? But of course, that's because there's a Rubik in the game.
Yeah, this game's gonna be pretty crazy to cast. But Arcane Rune now popped on the Storm Spirit. He might try for this Kunkka, but I don't think he can do it alone right now. Doesn't have a Kaya yet, so let's see. It seems like it's gonna be farming Arcane Rune.
But he's getting denied quite a bit though by the Kunkka.
Yeah, I didn't go well at all.
Top lane, 3 heroes. Can they put any pressure on the Jug? Jug does not care, it seems.
Yeah, I mean they don't have any BKB cancelling options without a good steal from Rubik, but he's just got the Blade Fury right now. Clock is level 6 as well. I'm curious to see what he's gonna do.
Decent Battle Fury timing for the Jug.
It's gonna be a really good one, actually. He's already got the Perseverance complete.
Yep.
I want to see this Clockwork make some moves. It seems like and maybe Google Cloud players are happy to just like chill for a little bit, you know, get the Kaya on Storm and finish the Battle Fury on Jug.
Yeah, they don't really need to do anything. So this Enigma is going for a Hand of Midas. I have not seen this item in so long.
This item is dead. Alright.
Yeah,
Kunkka trapped up in the cogs. The big Fadebolt comes out. The boat will help finish off Transparency, but he gets really low. The Cold Embrace will save him, and the Winter's Curse to try and hold them in for a bit longer. Stolen Winter's Curse, but it's not going to do any work. Kunkka will end up going down. Transparency goes down to a Fadebolt there.
Yeah, the
So
they
1 for
traded
1,
off
but
laner
pretty
for
worth.
support.
Yeah.
So
And Storm is the one that got the kill as well, so that's some progress towards the Kaya.
yeah. Yeah, I think Dire is just happy playing this passive style and counter initiate whenever they get Ghana. That's all they really need to do. They are being really greedy though. I wonder if they're too greedy with both Battle Fury and a Hand of Midas.
Yeah, I mean, it's...
Massive Midas time, actually.
It seems kind of slow, isn't it? I guess this item, like, it keeps getting more and more expensive every patch.
He's still not using it.
Which just followed, yeah, okay. There's the Midas.
Fine.
Only 160 gold, and it's not even reliable anymore.
Yeah, and you need to use this like what 15 times for it to be worthwhile. And the other thing is like the attack speed just really doesn't benefit Enigma all that much.
Alright, haste through that bot. Clockwork gets Curse Crowned. He's gonna get trapped here by the Bramble as well. The Keeper of the Light ulti comes out. Rubik's showing up now. It seems like they really want this Clockwork. I don't think that was worth it at all.
They will get him though. I mean,
kind of feel like they wanted the bigger catch on the Storm, but it didn't happen. Rubik has Winter's Curse as well. They could have used that to set up for something more.
Perhaps. But meanwhile, Jug is split pushing like a god for sure.
True to his name. Yeah, I mean, if I was Clockwork, I would be like Space Creator. You know, they blew like an ultimate for that.
Yeah, sure. X Torrent comes out bottom on the
top lane. Slight change, but the Omni Slash comes out. I don't even know if that doesn't seem to do any damage to this Willow here, but the Blade Fury, oh nice jukes from the Willow, will be able to dodge the rest of the Blade Fury, so it won't go down. Stolen Winter's Curse onto the Enigma, and Enigma's gonna go down. A Blade Fury stolen now as well. Another Slight Fist comes out, Curse Crown, but the hook shot in from Clockwork coming out here. Nice cogs to disrupt the fight. Physics, he's gonna go for the spin onto the Storm Spirit, and Boat comes out, will kill the Storm Spirit.
Perfect.
And another spin comes out from the Jug. Can they catch this Jug? He doesn't have spin anymore, so they can easily catch him. Telekinesis still on cooldown for a long time, and X as well. So, oh, Transparency getting caught out by the Kunkka here.
I don't know the.
This seems like
who's locked in with who
nice
here.
Winter's Curse coming out. Kunkka's gonna die.
Wow, Winter Wyvern saving the day.
Coming out. Ember doesn't have enough mana for a Remnant, but they don't know that. He juked them out to the north.
But Enigma comes in.
Oh, okay, T-Game is gonna die for sure. It was very close to a juke, but then he spent the rest of his mana on a Sleight of Fist and couldn't Remnant out anyway, so he was stuck in a pretty awkward situation. Also,
good start of a fight for Radiant, but Dire managed to salvage it.
Yeah, well, I did see the fight recap, but yeah, Storm just like zipped in and instantly died to a Torrent Boat combo.
Yeah.
I also want to point out Rubik has BTs as his first item, and that's very interesting. It's not even like the old BTs where you can like spend all your mana, TP home, and then TP back out.
Yeah, I think he ran out of mana that fight, so I mean, this item choice is a bit questionable, I feel.
It is a little bit odd.
But I mean, I don't know what you would go for as a mid Rubik, so maybe this is the build. So
he's gonna be faster than the Jug, which is pretty nice, and gonna TP.
XTP. Okay.
All right.
Nice, I guess. He buys an extra teleport scroll, which is useless. Come on, man.
Yeah, you have the BTs, dude.
Yeah.
It's like too hard to sell it now as well, so it's like,
You still need a teleport scroll to TP, but you always...
I don't like that change at all. It's pretty weird. Yeah. And Rubik tries to walk up the hill with the Blade Fury's popped now, and Clock is taking a ton of damage. He gets blown up by the two heroes here. That's so much magic damage coming out.
26%.
Oh, the Kodo ult comes down onto the Storm Spirit, and he gets X'd. Can he dodge this? The bow comes out as well, and the Storm Spirit's gonna die again.
These bow combos, they're actually insane. Like, it's really hard to completely lock down a storm with the torrent bow. It's
Yeah, they timed it
Good plays,
perfectly.
good.
He was trying to dodge it with the ball lightning, but it didn't quite work out for him.
Dire's
Yep.
top tower is under siege.
The Maelstrom is complete on the Ember Spirit, so it should increase his farming speed a bit and give him that little bit of extra burst damage during these team fights.
But he is so far behind the Juggernaut though. I am not sure if that's gonna help that much at all.
I mean, it seems like he's just gonna like try and chip away at them, right? Like that's really Ember's job.
Yeah. He has a Cuddle to help him, but the thing is like he really benefits from Kodo if he is like ahead or like at least not behind.
Oh, my frame
now
rate like
he-
exploded there. Alright,
Okay.
let's see.
Radiant's bottom tower is being attacked.
Alright, he's gonna go for an Axe next on the Ember Spirit. I mean,
So good item.
having more mobility is nothing to scoff at, right?
Interesting that okay, never mind. Storm had ball lightning. I was wondering what Jug did. Just Omni Slash the Storm. Of course. Ball lightning, pretty good spell.
Attacked.
Oh, you mean Rubik has Ball Lightning?
Yes, Rubik has ball lightning.
Cool.
Radiant's
He's got a
now,
Nether Shoal as
Jug-
well.
Okay, spin TP.
It's got so much spell amp. 35% spell amp, that's pretty nuts.
Yeah, I wonder what he's gonna
43
go
with the
for next.
Nether Shoal, oh man.
Blink Dagger purchase.
Okay, I like it.
their tower.
I think he should probably go for an Axe next. That seems like the next choice here.
Yeah. You should probably skip the Aether Lens, right? 'Cause you're supposed to be a core.
Tower is demolished.
Yeah.
He did go for the 150 health instead of 50 damage though. I feel like as a core, 50 damage is a lot of damage.
Yeah, it is. I'm curious if he's gonna go for the cast range talent or the Fade Bolt hero attack. Minus 80 just sounds like so much. That's like minus 115 damage.
It's only on heroes though, so maybe that's
Still.
not what they need. Yeah, it is good for sure.
Dire's middle
But
tower
I mean, cast range on a Rubik is just so valuable.
That's true.
So now we have a Rubik with regeneration rune and ball lightning. So
He's basically a
Some-
Storm Spirit, right?
some playmaking potential there for sure.
Alright, we'll see what he can make happen here. Drops the Fade Bolt. You're scattered out by the rocket though.
Yeah, and I think the drug saw him as well.
tower is under siege.
Oh, blinding comes out. Regen
Oh.
popped.
Storm, he's getting caught here. He gets changed up as well into the Bramble Maze. Actually, he doesn't even root him with the Bramble Maze, but dead anyway. This Storm is not having a good game.
Tips comes out.
I kind of feel like he should finish the BKB before the Bloodstone. Like, he's struggling so much. The Winter's Curse comes out
Winter's
onto the
Curse.
Rubik. That's a huge
Huge.
pickup if they can kill him.
But
But
he's
the
not-
hook shot
oh,
going to help pick him off the
They need to
telekinesis,
spin
but
more.
the lift duration's too long. He's still stuck. Oh, but the black hole comes
Black
out
hole.
now. Gonna take out the Rubik, and Rubik buys
Rubik
back
is gonna
instantly.
buy back.
Can he steal the black hole off Enigma in time? But Enigma manages to use the demonic conversion before Rubik can steal it now. And Transparency getting caught out by his own cogs. It seems like he's gonna die to the Conquer here. Healing Ward
Buyback.
stolen by Rubik
Man.
now.
I don't know if that was worth it. Like,
Yeah, I mean, the Rubik buyback definitely not worth it now, and they weren't
And-
able. I think he really wanted to steal Black Hole, but he wasn't able to get it.
yeah, he was a bit far away. And yeah, it's actually really hard to prevent Rubik from stealing your back hold because your other spells have such high cooldowns.
Yeah,
And
that's what I
demonic
noticed.
conversion-
Like, all he had left was demonic conversion. Luckily, there were creeps in range for
yeah,
it.
you need a creep nearby to actually use it. So that's the other thing. So now 6k gold advantage right by the Dire side, even though there's 3 kills behind.
I
they
kinda
just did
feel like-
farming a lot better.
Yeah, definitely like the Midas and the Battle Fury starting to pay off here. But I still feel like Pick Techies has better team fight.
Do they though? Like, what? How did they kill the Jug?
Hmm,
'Cause all
Yeah.
they have is like magic damage, right?
that's true. And I guess once Storm gets BKB, it's also going to be pretty rough. But the Storm BKB feels like it's at least 10 minutes away, right? So they have some time to make things happen.
Yeah, they can bully the Storm a lot right now, but like,
And
you just can't deal with the Jug.
X into a spin.
he's in the middle of 5 people and he's just like, huh, I'm gonna get out of here. You guys can't deal with me.
Yeah, definitely Rubik needs some big ultimate steals, and he had the Winter's Curse earlier, but I think he needs to try and get it again.
Yeah, I mean, it's not been easy, right? They need to force fights first, and that's not been ideal for them.
Yeah, in the last fight, Rubik was the one who got Winter's Curse, so can't really steal it if that happens.
Yeah. Yeah, and this is where, like, I don't know if Ember should have gone for like a physical damage build this game. 'Cause, like with an Aghanim Scepter, he's also gonna be pure magic. So I don't know if that's what they need right now.
It kind of feels like the goal, the win condition for pick Techies is to like kind of outlast them, but they don't really have that tanky heroes either, right? Like everyone's pretty squishy except the Kunkka. Sure, there's the boat to like help out with that, and maybe that's like going to be good enough.
Yeah, I don't know if you can outlast Dire though.
Yeah,
like,
there's so much damage. Like Omni Slash is gonna do a shit ton of damage, and once the BKBs come out in Enigma and Storm, I didn't even know what they're gonna do against it.
yeah, because Cloud players is all about burst, right? Like every hero has a lot of burst damage. Even like Enigma, like the Midnight Pulse Black Hole has so much damage in those 4 seconds, and Winter's Curse, Omni Slash, Storm Zip in, like it's very hard to outlast that, I think.
I am excited to see like when this Ags finish on Kunkka. Needs to be a pretty big pickup for them. Ags on Ember is almost done as well.
Although I've heard like conflicting theories about this, like how good this Kunkka Axe is. Like some people say it's actually not that good. Like maybe like this game, for example, like after Dire gets a few BKBs, it is gonna be kind of useless.
Right, but like generally I think it's like a really good combo with this Will-O-Wisp, right? It's gonna be really hard to get away.
Just pop BKB, dude.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, Blade Fury, don't even need BKB.
Exactly, like if the Storm gets BKB, I mean Enigma has to get BKB at some point, so 2 BKBs and the Blade Fury, like I just don't know like how Radiant can do any damage.
Yeah, it does seem like pick Techies needed to do really well in the early game, and I think they did okay, but it's probably just not good enough against this lineup. Like they haven't taken that many towers. They've only taken 2 so far.
Yeah, I think Ember needed to go mid. He needed to like have the levels so he can actually benefit from the Kodo mana.
I mean, he also didn't do very well in the lane, right? I feel like Jug kind of crushed him really hard.
Yeah.
But I guess the like silver lining is they can stall this game out for a really long time, right? They've got the Kodo, they've got Ember, who's really annoying to deal with as well. They've got Kunkka with the like X Tidebringer combos, so they can definitely stall this game out for a while. But is there is there any hope for them in the late game?
There could be a scenario. Oh, they're going on the Enigma right now. Black Hole comes down on 2, but the bow is gonna cancel it.
Oh, Winter's Curse as well to counter initiate. President P's in now, and it seems like these heroes are both gonna get blown up. But Physics, he TP'd in with the BTs, but with the telekinesis, I don't know if it's going to be enough to save this spot. We're getting quite low, but another zip in from President P. That's 2 more Bloodstone charges going his way. Oh, Willow's trying to get out of there. Oh, just barely makes it out.
I think, yeah, the Kodo just got soloed by the Jug.
I just saw that like Ember would like he zipped all the way bottom with a Remnant, and then they were fighting top as well. So trying to take fights on 2 fronts, and they didn't win either.
Yeah, I don't know how Kodo died actually. Like Omni Slash wasn't used, so
I'm sure he just got run out with a Blade Fury. There's nothing you can do about it as a Kodo.
had to be like a nice blinding light dodge somewhere as well.
Radiant's bottom tower under fire.
So yeah,
Alright, no,
another
Ember
bad
is going
fight
for more
Radiant.
physical damage now. The Crystallis is queued up.
Yeah, I think they need that. So there could be a scenario where Dire only has 5-second BKB.
Nice telekinesis onto the jug, but the Seeker is behind. They need to be careful here. Casting seems like he's gonna get the D ward now. Actually, the Sentry's not in range to get the high ground D ward. Very unfortunate there. Slight chains onto the jug, but he dispels it with the Manta. Should be able to run out of there with no issues.
Yeah,
And-
Kodo didn't give mana in time. I think if there was another slight change there, maybe they catch the jug and kill him, and that would have been pretty big.
Yeah, well, this is gonna get very rough for Google soon. Storm, he's pretty close to the BKB now. I thought it would be a little bit further out, but he's done a really good job of like just getting a ton of farm. And
Yeah.
Enigma also working on the BKB now.
Yeah, Techies couldn't even win the team fights without BKBs. Imagine when COD players get their BKBs. It's gonna be rough.
See if they can make
Rubik
anything happen with this like Kunkka Ags before the BKBs come out. Like this is the timing, they need to go now.
Okay, he is going for Axe. He also has a Aether Lens queued up, but I think he's gonna finish the Axe first.
Oh, Rubik.
Yeah, Rubik.
I'm a little bit worried if he doesn't save a buyback. His next death is going to be really long because he bought back in his last death.
Also true. I mean, if you don't die, you don't need to buy back, right?
Yeah, I guess. Alright, Kunkka's shown up bot. They want to get this outpost for the 30-minute mark, and they will be able to. And Kunkka, gonna run into the jug here. Jug can just spin out of there though.
Yep. Easy torrent dodge. Just press Q.
Alright, and it seems like it's gonna be 3-for-1 bounty runes going the way of Cloud players. Oh, no one's going for this top one in the Radiant jungle yet.
Yeah. They don't know for sure that
Oh.
like entire team is farming.
This is definitely the best item for Ember Spirit, Orb of Destruction.
Yeah, and it's gonna help him a lot. Like he needs to go for this physical build. So it's like a super Orb of Venom plus White Stone, I guess.
Yeah, the other items I'm seeing for the tier 3s, they don't seem that great. Like, oh, Mindbreaker seems pretty good on Willow, but no one's really able to use the Paladin Sword on their team. And the Craggy Coat, I guess you could give it to like Coddle, it seems okay, but he's gonna keep the Clumsy Net for now. Just getting a little bit more locked down.
Yeah, on the Dire side, got the
There's a
repair kit.
telescope.
Yeah, the telescope is gonna be nice.
Yeah,
I
well,
guess-
Winter Wyvern's holding on to the Keen Optic for some reason. That's a little bit puzzling.
Yeah, he
guess they
just
just
swap it
didn't
out
notice.
for a better one.
I've noticed that like the notifications are really easy to miss for neutral items, and there'll be games where I don't get neutral items for like 20 minutes. I haven't noticed that like we have them.
Yeah.
Alright, Winter Wyvern getting caught out by an X, but tries to blink out. The torrent will miss, but the Cold Embrace is going to keep him in place. The boat comes out now, but the boat's going to miss as well.
Ooh.
Nah, it was a bit janky.
A bit of yikes there.
Yeah, that was
Also-
a really easy pickup, but they didn't go for it. Healing Ward picked up by Rubik now. It's not really a spell you want right now.
I normally feel like Enchanted Quiver is the worst item out of all the tier 3 items, but is it actually like a good item on Storm this game? I feel like it could be, right? Like that's so much damage on the Storm.
That's true. It doesn't really give stats though, so that's one of the big problems.
I mean,
I don't think Clumsy Net's that good on Storm, because like you don't
Right.
want to root yourself, but I guess he has BKB now, so it doesn't matter.
I think he
And-
has the Clumsy Knife for, net for the 2 mana regen, which is huge.
That's
But
true.
Wyvern dies.
He's got
I
BKB
feel-
now as well, so it doesn't matter anymore.
I feel like the
And-
Storm should swap to the Enchanted Quiver, like in a fight. It's like every 6 seconds you just deal 300 extra damage. That's big. Also, you get your first attack off earlier as you the pin. So
Alright, well the smoke out now from Pick Techies. See what they're able to do with this. Unfortunately, the BKBs are already out, right? I guess Enigma is still working on his, but Storm's got it completed and working towards an Orchid now. So this Rubik's gonna have a pretty rough game afterwards.
Well, the nice thing is the spell seal goes through BKB, so you can still steal your black holes and curses and all that. They're gonna catch a
clock. He's gonna eat another Will-O-Wisp for his team, and very well worth it for this clock.
Not expending anything. Like we will get this clock or kill. He cannot stop us. And
I mean, Transparency's making so much space. He's got 7 deaths, but all of them very well worth it. Jug is taking the bot tower and Storm putting a lot of pressure on the top tower. Seems like they will be able to get this bot tower with the Jug.
Yeah, Split Push God doing work here. Ooh, 2 people blocked.
And can he finish them off, T-Game? He's going to be able to zip out of there with a Flame Remnant, but
there's a Storm Spirit.
And the Torrent Storm, it doesn't really help you in this kind of situation. And no, President P showing off a little bit, but he'll pick up a double kill. And they get the bot tower as well. I gotta say, this game is looking very rough for Pig Techies now.
Indeed.
And Ags is done on Jug as well.
They didn't even use the BKB, so... What? Is there any timing for the Radiant where they like they can get an item and actually take a decent fight? Is there...
I kind of feel like you're waiting for this Rapier and Ember, right? Like after the Daedalus, pick up a Rapier, and maybe if you get the boat buff, you can outlast long enough to deal enough damage.
Yeah. It's definitely Rapier territory. You will have a Daedalus in 400 gold and probably work to a Rapier next. But Dire is gonna get a free Roshan here, so...
Oh, Kodo was going for Ags? Actually, it seems okay this game. They want to try and drag the game out for as long as possible, right? To get the Rapier and Ember. So Ags helps a lot with that.
Not really the best items they could build right now, though. Like
they all seem kind of bad, right? Like Glimmer Cape's not really going to help you at this point because you're too far behind.
I feel like a Glimmer Cape or a Force Staff does help, right? Like,
he does have a Force Staff already.
Okay. Alright, fair enough. So, Cashin is pretty rich as a...
It's a Kodo. Willow's the one falling behind. She doesn't even have her Yules yet. That's terrible.
Yeah, true.
Willow has had pretty low impact this game. Actually, you know what? This Willow has participated in 10 kills. It's definitely not that low. But President P got to spot out the Rubik now. It might look like an illusion, but the spin away from the Rubik. Can they continue this? The Will-O-Wisp comes out now with the boat, and X marks as well. The BKB popped from the Storm Spirit, and nice Ghost Scepter on the Kodo will buy himself some time, and it seems like they're going to outlast this BKB for the time being. The Torrent Storm enough to push them away. Ember's showing up now as well.
Weren't there for the fight, so...
That was not the worst outcome. That's probably one of the best outcomes they could have asked for, to be honest. Yeah. Oh, but
they needed
Ember gets bashed. It's gonna be okay.
They needed to make this run make sense, BKB.
Yeah. Storm. Ball Lightning on the Rubik into a telekinesis. Oh, they managed to juke out the Omni Slash, but there's nothing to cancel the spin TP now. Wait, no, it's a long TP. He ends up dying. He tried to TP somewhere else. But Winter's Curse, Kanka will go down here. Can they get any more? Rubik's completely out of mana. A long range zip in forward from the Ember Spirit here. He doesn't have, he missed the chains, but they should be able to get this. It's going to be a pretty slow and painful death, but Enigma, he's here for the black hole if he wants it. Not going to go for it. That was, it seemed like a big mistake. Yeah, what happened there?
I didn't see where the Jug was TPing to, but that was a super long TP. I think it was longer than 3 seconds.
Yeah, that was really confusing.
Yeah, if I were him, I would be flaming the. Well, maybe it was just
his team should be flaming him now. Like that's a report Jug moment for sure.
But like where would he TP to that would have such long TPs?
Okay.
Like one of the tier 1s.
We see here. I saw a Spell Prism on Pig Techies. It seems like a really good item for Rubik.
Yeah, also Spell Prism on Enigma. That's really good.
Oh, maybe it was Okay, yeah, it was Cloud player, so Enigma's gonna pick up
Okay.
the Spell Prism. Even more Midas is going off here.
A
And
flicker on the storm.
oh, that's gonna be rough to deal with.
Yeah. This item
Could
has gotten a lot better.
There's nothing to really dispel, right? There's just that the Willow Cursed Crown
There's
and
two
maybe
roots.
yeah, that's true.
Like Ember also has a root. You can't dispel the X, I believe, so that's not gonna work. But dispelling roots is gonna be like valuable enough, I think.
Like a Havoc Hammer seems okay on the Kunkka.
Yeah, Minotaur Horn on the Jug means he's not worried about the Orchid anymore.
He doesn't have to commit the spin for it, right?
There was no Orchid, right?
No, the Orchid's on Storm Spirit, not.
Okay.
Alright,
That makes
Jug. Oh, Coddle. It seems like he's gonna get run down by this Arctic Burn. Although the he's super dead. He drops the ulti.
What?
Oh no, you don't want to do that.
Now Dire can push.
Yeah, that's a really huge mistake getting caught out there. Because now they still have a decent amount of D push, right? They've got Fade Bolt and this like X Tidebringer combo, so it's not the easiest push to go high ground against Pig Techies. But in the meantime, Ember get
solo
orchided.
kill. And the regen is still running.
He's gonna pick up a BKB. I think that makes sense, but I also think this might be Rapier territory. So if he goes for the BKB, it's gonna be very far away now. And the push is coming. The Aegis is still up on the Storm Spirit for a little bit longer. Boat comes out now. The Torrent Storm goes up as well. Omni Slash not gonna be able to Shadow Realm in time. And Kunkka taking a lot of damage here. The Rum Hangover is going to start, and nice feed, but he ends up going down to the Splinter Blast there. And big black hole onto the Rubik. Rubik just stole Swift Slash, but it's not going to be enough there. Buyback on the Rubik. Curse Crown popped on the Storm Spirit.
Goes black hole.
He's got the black hole. Is he going to blow it in the base? He doesn't even need it. The Aegis is popped now. He can use it now. Black holes are worth it. He's got to use it. Nice. The tips, but they're gonna take the rocks in the meantime. Oh, but the silence from Willow. Oh, it's not gonna be enough. The Curse Crown almost went off there. The Vessel Blade. She has the Shadow Realm, so but dies to the Midnight Pulse.
Yeah.
And Spirit's back up in a few seconds, so I think Cloud players, they need a lead. There's no other objectives to go for because the tier 2s are still up.
Yeah.
So, was that worth it, using a black hole on a solo Storm Spirit? I guess he's pretty far ahead. They got 668 kills, gold.
Like, I don't think they could have killed the Storm otherwise. I think he still had BKB. Yeah, he did.
Yeah,
still had second BKB. So, anything else they do, he could just BKB and zip out.
Yeah,
so,
they used telekinesis already.
I think it was worthwhile to make sure the Storm was dead.
I mean, he can still hold on to it for a little bit longer. Like, he should be able to get another black hole off before the spell still runs out.
Yeah. What I don't get is, why would you die Fountain? But
they're feeling it a little bit. We have 32k gold ahead.
I guess they are ahead enough that they don't care.
I mean, Gaben thinks it's pretty close to done and dusted.
I mean, 32k.
It is a pretty big lead, that's for sure.
Jug is enormous.
It's not just like the cores, right? The supports are also huge. This Wyvern has an 8th lens and a Blink Dagger. These Winter's Curses are coming from downtown.
Yeah. Jug went for a Aghanim Scepter, so he gets to like build his own Ember Spirit here.
Yeah, but even better.
Yeah, because he's more farmed.
Alright, and Enigma going for an Ags? I haven't seen this item in Enigma in a long time.
Yeah, it's just like, oh, he already has Lincoln's, I guess, so he doesn't need that, but Ags, is that a good item on Enigma even?
I mean, it's a Midnight Pulse does a lot of damage. Although it is magical now, not pure.
No, I think, wait,
does it? It pierces BKB, so like...
Okay, yeah, it's basically pure.
Yeah. Although they have a pipe, so yeah, it balances out.
I just don't think the damage is what they need, but I mean, whatever. He could go for like a...
It almost seems like they're styling at this point, right? The X is gonna be blocked by the Lincoln, so
yeah. I mean, I would have went for Octarine Core. That's what I...
more cooldown reduction.
Yeah. You always like want the more stuff. Like Octarine Core or Refresher, both super good, I think.
Alright, well...
Smoke comes out here, big smoke. They're gonna catch the Enigma here.
Oh, this could be a pretty big kill. The Will-O-Wisp comes out. It seems like they're not gonna... No, he's just gonna walk out of there. And Winter's Curse comes out now. They could go for a BKB Black Hole. He's gonna run out actually. Yeah, it's too risky to go for a Black Hole now. Transparency, he's gonna be the sacrifice again. Oh, he has a Force Staff this time though. But you can't really run away from Ember with Ags. That seems... It seems like he's gonna die a pretty slow death, but Enigma could be looking for a black hole if the opportunity presents itself. They need to be careful.
Looking for a black hole.
They don't want to walk up the high ground. That's really scary. They have no vision.
Yeah, two black holes looking at each other. Pretty.
Rubik, I think he really wants to use the black hole. He doesn't have that much longer on the spell steal.
Yeah. Like a
and
minute,
Storm,
I think,
black hole,
wait,
into a black hole?
Did it have any follow-up damage?
They're gonna kill him.
Yeah, wow.
President P with another casual feed.
The tips.
That's a lot of tips.
Well done.
You know, even if you're like 33,000 gold behind, you gotta have a bit of fun with this game. And Abyssal Blade onto the Kunkka here. The creeps are here, so was he gonna go for the Omni Sash? Not gonna forces the Torrent Storm out already.
Yeah, it's
a bit of a whiff, but the Connell's also got Ags now, so it should be a lot harder to push high ground for Cloud players now.
And you know, Ember does have a BKB now, and he can work towards the Rapier.
He's going for Abyssal Blade. I don't like... I understand they need some more lockdown, but this doesn't seem like the item on Ember.
Yeah, they want something to cancel a BKB black hole, but... Actually, I don't think that's what they were worried about.
I think they want to cancel the spin.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they can cancel the BKB black hole by, like, Fade Bolt into Spell Steal into black hole.
Wait, no, you can't. You can't Fade Bolt them while they're spell immune. So.
True. They need to cancel the Lincoln somehow. I mean, Spell Steal is on a 2-second cooldown as well, so.
It doesn't matter.
They could just Spell Steal twice.
Alright. The triple sleight of fists are gonna start coming out now.
Yeah. Oh, he is going for Rapier.
There you go. The big boy plays. But Ro8 is being taken by Cloud players now. This is going to be really scary. Storm has a Bloodthorn on the way. I think he's got it done. I'm not really sure what's going on with his quick buy. He's also got a Hyperstone for some reason. And the steal from the Clockwork. That's a Rocket Flare. They can use to scout the Roach. This is a bit spooky now. The turret comes out. Roach getting quite low now. I don't know if they can do this though. This is really spooky.
Roach isn't dying fast enough.
The bow comes out now. It's going to land into the pit. Spark walks in for the Torrent Storm, and Physics, he's got a BKB, he pops it, so he can't get started. But T-Gamer, he's got a sense for Aegis. The Omni Slash comes out, the Black Hole onto 2 heroes, but it's going to get stolen by Rubik, maybe? He gets the Black Hole in time, and it's just off cooldown. Can they turn this around? The Aegis pops now for the T-Gamer. Can they finish this off? Rubik, he's looking for a big black hole. The Winter's Curse onto the Cuddle. And but the Omni Slash onto the Rubik. He's not getting the black hole off in time. He dies.
No buyback. Oh no.
Oh no. And the hook shot is not going to let the Ember get out of there, but he will kill him with the Flame Remnant. So T-Gamer is going to be the only one to survive here, and he needs to get out. He's still got another Remnant available. So it was almost a good fight for Google pick Techies. Just Rubik not able to get the black hole off.
Yeah, he was waiting for the curse to finish, which, I mean, it makes sense because, like, if you blink into that, you get cursed immediately.
Yeah,
but I feel like there is a window where like he can like bling up away from the curves, and he has enough cast range from both the Aether Lens and the Talons to
He was
drop
like,
a
he was
long-range
waiting next to
black
the pit for like a really long time. Like
Yeah.
he was waiting in an area where it was like very easy to spot him. I think he should have just run a bit further back and then tried to catch him later. Like it should have looked like he was leaving the fight, but then showing up later. Instead he like kind of stayed out in the middle by himself. I kind of wish Kodo bought back earlier as well. That was a bit confusing because now they're gonna lose the racks for sure instead of trying to be able to push it out.
I mean,
Oh,
they don't know
Pistol
that
Blade
Rubik-
onto the Ember Spirit Key. He pops the BKB, the Omni Switch Slash comes out, and Goofy's in a bit of trouble, but the Torrent Storm gonna buy a lot of space. Can they get any more? And T-Gamer, he's in. His BKB ended though.
Okay, so they will defend for now.
Alright. And Jug, he's gonna spin TV out of there, but he's definitely gonna make it out this time.
Yep.
Whew. I mean, it's 42k gold advantage, but you know, I kind of want to believe Techies can still do this if Rubik plays his cards right. Like, I think this game is all on physics, right? Like, he needs to make the plays happen. T-Gamer working on his Rapier. He's very close to it now.
Yeah, he needs to land some huge ults. Like, he needs to like black hole somebody and then do a Winter's Curse and then curse some other people. Like, I don't know. But I mean, if he lands those ults, they can definitely do it, right? Like,
Yeah.
Rubik has Axe, which means his black hole already has the Midnight Pulse. So, like, anyone that gets caught in it are gonna take at least half of their health as damage.
Alright, the Rapier, 500 gold away. This game's getting exciting.
Oh yeah.
Alright, Steel on the Blade Fury. X marks, gonna not do a whole lot. Refresher on the Enigma now.
There you go. He, so yeah, that's better. I mean, he went for Axe first. I guess he sold his Midas for the refresher, but now he doesn't have buyback. So potential window here, like if they get a pickoff on the Enigma, like...
What is that buyback situation? So Rubik doesn't have buyback and Kodo doesn't. Storm and Enigma both don't have buyback, although Storm is pretty close. Alright.
No, Storm bought his
Oh, he just
Bloodthorn,
bought a Bloodthorn. Alright. I mean, if there's an opportunity for Google Cloud players to take this, pick Techies to take this game, this is it, right?
Yeah.
T-Gamer, he just needs to get to the secret shop. I think he should send his courier to the other side of the map. It seems like that's what he's gonna do. But the, oh no, he's gonna get caught out by this Obs Ward. Storm can very easily snipe it. I don't think they can get to the secret shop right now.
They can go to the other secret shop.
No, well, he tried that, but like there's this ward that's gonna block it, and Storm can just snipe the courier.
They can take the long route, like through the bottom trees.
Yeah, they don't know where the vision is, right? So that's really the scary part. But
usually you wouldn't have vision along that route, I feel.
Yeah.
Like you go all the way to the bottom right corner of the map and then send it up. But they will just go to the secret shop.
Alright, I mean he's just gonna use the Minotaur Horn to get there, and the Rapier is picked up for Ember Spirit.
Now we have a game. Yeah, like if Enigma or Storm or both dies without buyback here, like that's some throwy shit right there. Like,
yeah, for sure.
Oh, Lincoln's popped.
Enigma getting picked up now. X marks. He's gonna force the BKB out.
I mean, that's still pretty big.
They're all 5 seconds now. Storm's actually at 8 seconds still.
Yeah.
I guess he's just been getting blown up by like Rubik, so. And he have a stolen Splinter Blast now, so it's gonna be even harder to push high ground.
I don't think the Storm died since like the laning stage, or I mean,
he has 5 deaths.
Those 2 died. There's those 2 deaths where he like overextended again.
Yeah.
But yeah, BKB is not gonna help him versus Rubik Black Holes.
Also, look at this. Winter Wyvern is going for Radiance. They're clowning around a little bit. I guess there's like not that many good items to go for on Winter Wyvern at this point, but like you just go for like a Solar Crest or something, right? Like, surely there's something better than a Radiance.
I guess this plan is to somehow deal more damage during the curve, but I mean, come on, like he can go for Bloodthorn himself. I feel like that would be better.
Yeah. Oh
Hex
yeah,
is better,
I'd like a Hex a lot.
Yeah.
Is this tower defense on Dota? It certainly feels that way. 46k gold behind, but you know they're hanging in there.
Yeah, but
It's
Dire
just-
needs to farm their buybacks, and now they just about have it, so it
Yeah.
makes a little bit of sense.
I mean, yeah, Storm is pretty close now, and Gooby's buyback, it's about to come off cooldown. T-Gamer's got another rapier queued up. You just have the backup rapier. It is one of those games now.
He needs as many rapiers as he can carry.
Yeah.
This is the game for those rapiers.
I mean, you don't really want to give any. I guess you can give up boots. That seems like you have Ag, so or you can just eat the Ags.
Yeah, he can eat Ags, he can drop the boots, he can upgrade Maelstrom, or just sell the Maelstrom at this point.
I kind of feel like you still want Maelstrom for like the wave clear, like the
Now
50%.
with 2 rapiers, I don't think.
Oh, Winter's Curse onto the Coddle here. It's a shame. Oh, okay. Winter Wyvern finished the refresher. That's a much better item.
Yeah.
Rupik is going for an Abyssal Blade. The cast range,
Someone has to build it.
I guess.
So Abyssal Blade in for the
Maybe-
black hole.
Maybe Kunkka should go for it. I mean, Kunkka's rich. He could go for an
Yeah.
Abyssal Blade if he wanted to.
He could, but I think Kunkka needs a BKB at some point. Maybe. Kunkka could also go for rapiers, you know?
Yeah,
Like-
I could see that being a thing.
Intentionally drops on rapiers for the Ember to pick up.
That's not how it works. Alright, he's gonna
Okay.
pick up the Basher. Alright, I think the Abyssal Blade is on the table for Kunkka here.
Alright, yeah.
I like it.
Double. Begin.
But the buybacks are available now. Enigma actually spent some money. What? He ate the Ags?
Yeah. Now he doesn't have buyback again. And they're gonna farm for 10 more minutes.
I mean, where does this end? Jug has 755 last hits. He can eat the Ags. He can eat his Ags, still have buyback, and then like
He has
probably
a-
buy another item, right?
He has the Moonshard already. He could buy a BKB for himself, or he probably doesn't need that. He probably buys like Scotty or something.
He definitely
I
had a
mean-
Scotty queued up earlier. I don't know what happened to it.
I think I would go for a Hex on Jug. Just like lock down that Ember Spirit and make sure Yami Slash actually kills him dead. Yeah, I don't think he needs a BKB because he has the Minotaur Horn. Like that would break him out of like any silences or things like that, and he can just spin out of everything else.
Alright, well, the siege is going to continue.
Now our stride will match the swiftness of our blade.
How did it go high ground here? That's the problem, right?
Yeah, it's definitely not easy. I kind of feel like Cloud players are in a position where they can just like throw lives at it. Like the next rush is coming up soon. It actually just respawned. It's an Ags as well, so
They already have Ags though, right?
yeah, I guess you can give it a clockwork. Like a double hook shot
clock-
sounds okay.
Lock Ags is very good. So, both drops on the Jug.
The Torrent Storm's dropped as well. That's it's not a short cooldown, and Roche is up, so they know about it. But Jug is gonna hit the high ground. This is kind of risky without the Aegis, but it seems like they're feeling pretty confident. Minotaur Horn to dodge the Torrent, and the Swift Slash gonna get dodged by the Shadow Realm. It seems like they're gonna get this tower at last. Rubik's Death Ward gets Healing Ward gets taken now. And,
Meanwhile, Storm was ratting.
He's gonna go for the throne here. Pops the BKB now. That's his 8-second BKB, so it's definitely not a short one. And Jug is gonna go for the racks in the meantime. They can't get both. But the Omni Slash comes. It's just a Swift Flash for now. Spin as well. They want to get for this racks very quickly, but Jug, can he get out? Seems like he's gonna be okay.
Throne is exposed, and there are 2 catapults.
Just hitting it. These hero creeps are doing a ton of damage to this throne. Alright. Jug, it seems like he's going to take this Rax pretty quickly here. Nothing to stop it. And the Abyssal Blade onto the Ember Spirit. Hookshot's going to miss, but the Swift Slash is going to finish off the Ember. The Rapier is on the ground. He's going to pick it up on the Jug. And he's got Swift Slash. Now maybe he puts the Axe back in his backpack, but the Omni Slash comes out. Now Black Hole as well. Seaside buys back. Kodo's dead as well. Ember buys back. But Jug, he's got Swift Slash now with the Rapier. Can they finish him off? He's taking so much damage, he actually goes down there. He drops the Rapier back on the ground. Ember Spirit's picked it back up again. It seems like Casting's gonna get blown up. How did they do so much damage to this Ember Jug? That was crazy. And it's a full team wipe almost.
It's a black hole. It's a black hole.
Holy crap. They did get the Mega Creeps, but they have a Coddle to buy some time here. What can Pick Techies get out of this? Maybe, it seems like they should probably go for the Roche?
They use 3 buybacks, yeah, Roche is what they should go for. They get Roche on the Ember, so he has a second life to play around. Going for a second Daedalus? I don't know if I agree with that.
I think the crit multi is more important than the raw damage, but Storm he's in. That was really spooky. He almost got it, but he's really low now right now. He's completely out of mana. Can they get a bash off in time? They're not going to get it.
Don't.
Oh, so unlucky. That would have been such a huge kill. I think they should go for the Roche now. Like, I don't think they can get this tower.
Yeah. They need to go right now, otherwise.
Yeah, otherwise everyone's coming back up. I would actually like to see the Ags on Dark Willow. I think that would be really big.
But they're not going for it. They want to push mid.
I think this is a big mistake. Like they can probably get this tower for sure, but they can't get anything else, right? And
they can't even force bypass.
Oh, Storm! He's gonna kill T-Gamer here! They need to pick up the Rapier, but his inventory's full. Okay, he manages to pick it up before everyone... all chaos breaks loose. But in the meantime, they're losing their base to the creeps.
Yeah, man. They got Aegis there.
I think that was a big tactical mistake from Pick Techies there.
Yeah, but now this game is rough. Like, they don't have buybacks anymore.
The T5 items are coming out. Mirror Shield on the Enigma. These spell steals, I don't think you can reflect them, but it's gonna cancel. Like, it's not gonna make it very easy to steal this black hole anymore. They have to go through 2 magic reflections. The Abyssal Blade onto Jug. Oh, but Ruby's gonna overstep. He's gonna die. He doesn't have buyback. He bought his Abyssal Blade. Oh no, this is probably gonna be the beginning of the end here.
So
GG's called.
They don't even wait for other stuff.
They don't even want to see the tier 5 items. Trident.
That was a pretty good game though. 60 minutes. Wow.
I mean, for a team that's 56k gold behind, they had a shot at this. That was very impressive from Google. Okay, Google Pick Techies.
Yep. Yeah. What a game.
Alright, well, we'll see if they can pick up their game in game number 2. I mean, I felt like they did really well in the early game, and then like towards the later stage of the game. It was just like the mid game where things kind of went poorly for them. But that's like when they really needed to hit their timing. So I don't know what OK Google Pick Techies needs to change up about their game, but definitely like maybe stronger lanes, it seems.
Yeah, I feel like their lineup is way too focused on hitting like some sort of mid-game timing and like executing the team fights perfectly, but it's just too hard to execute. I would like to see them like just pick something that's easier to execute and not have to rely on those team fights and timing.
Okay, well, we'll be back with game number 2 in about 5 minutes, but for now we'll take a quick break.